Hello and welcome, the Innate Gamer here. In this episode I'll just be telling you how to find players to mass bid with. And that's key, because if you're mass bidding with players who won't sell quickly, aren't wanted, aren't bought very regularly by a large number of members of the community, then there's no point mass bidding, because the profit just won't be there and just won't be quick enough, and you'll have a lot of cards clogging up your trade pile, and more importantly clogging up your coins, because you got to have coins to make coins, and if they're sitting in cards, you can't have them there to trade with. Like, they could be that killer deal that you'll lose out on because cards aren't selling enough. So the first key point is league. League is so important. Now I'd say there's three main leagues: BPL, Premiership, Bundesliga and Liga BBVA. They're the three key ones. So if you stick to players in those three leagues, you'll get outbidded a lot more. If you learn to accept that, you'll be fine, but you will win more and you will sell more. And the more you sell, the more profit you make, so you win all round. Just be prepared that you will get outbid a little bit more. But once you get used to that, that's fine. The second key point is pace. Pace is so key. Only really pacey players are wanted, to be honest, especially in the defence, centre back, left back, right back and strikers. Pace is key. So you're looking for over 70 pace centre backs. Dante, as I did in my last episode where I said how to mass bid. Dante in the Bundesliga is good one. Aubameyang, Bundesliga striker, 96 pace. Very good. Koscielny, 70 whatever pace in the BPL. I'm sure he'd work. Just thinking about players off the top of my head. Those sweaty players you hate coming up against because they've got over 70 pace and they're strong. Or if they're a striker, they've got over 85 pace. They're the players you want to be mass bidding with, okay? That's who you want to be looking for. So search them up and you'll find a bunch of really high quality players. Now, I'm not going to look for a player here because... Actually, you know what I will? I'll search up Koscielny and see what he sells for. 2,000? Oh, he's really fallen in price. But, so 1,700. So I could mass bid with him. And see, I've just thought of a player off the top of my head and I'm now looking and I could start to mass bid. That's key to this method. And then also very important, other than league, is nation. Nation is very important because nations such as Brazil, France to a certain extent, but Brazil is the key one. Brazilian players are usually a little bit more expensive because lots of people build Brazilian teams. So just bear that in mind when you're mass bidding. And then you have chemistry styles. Chemistry styles will affect your mass bidding. Put down what you're prepared to bid on the basic cards, because that way you're less likely to be outbid. Because if you're bidding this low amount on a card with, I don't know, Hunter or whatever the chemistry style is, you will get outbid. So when you're looking for players to price fix, look for players who don't have chemistry styles on, or you can mix it up a bit. Look for players who have chemistry styles and bid, do the mass bidding technique on a certain chemistry style. So Hunter for a cam or whatever, Guardian for a centre back, and just do it that way. And that way you can be a lot more specific and you can make a lot more coins. And by looking for players with certain chemistry styles, you do also eliminate a lot of your competition, because not many people will be doing it. They'll be doing it with these basic players. And that's why I think it's quite a good little method. And, that's really good. And silvers, I wouldn't recommend you do it with silvers and bronzes. There's just not enough on the market, to be honest, and the demand isn't high enough. Only stick to gold, and I'd recommend you do it with centre backs and strikers, and maybe centre mids. But centre back, strikers are the two main ones because they're the most popular. Everyone needs a striker, everyone needs a centre back, whereas not everyone needs a left mid, left wing, right mid, right wing, left back, right back. Not everyone needs them. And that's, pretty much summed up how to find players to mass bid with. I hope you have learnt something this episode, because that's what I aim to do with every episode. If you have, please do leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you all next time.